Picture the CIA at the heart of the Cold War. Shadowy corridors, classified files, rapid decisions shaping the fate of entire nations. Within these ranks stood David Atlee Phillips, a senior officer whose name would become entwined with some of the most contentious covert operations in the Western Hemisphere. His career reflected both the ingenuity and the moral ambiguities of the U.S. intelligence work during a very tense and polarizing era. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Phillips pursued higher education at the College of William and Mary and Texas Christian University before serving as a nose gunner in the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II. He was shot down over Austria and survived capture and escape, an ordeal that underscored his capacity for resilience. After the war, his path led him directly into journalism in Latin America, editing the English-language newspaper The South Pacific Mail in Chile. By 1950, Phillips began part-time work with the CIA, a connection that became full-time by 1954. In that year, the agency orchestrated Operation PB Success, a covert campaign to topple Guatemalan President Jacobo Arbenz. Phillips' involvement in the psychological warfare aspects of this mission anchored him firmly in the CIA's Latin American operations, where he would specialize in propaganda and regime change strategies. Over the next 2 decades, Phillips rose steadily. Serving as chief of operations for the Western Hemisphere, he played key roles in CIA activities targeting Fidel Castro's Cuba. In one of the agency's most notorious episodes, the Bay of Pigs invasion of 1961, Phillips helped plan and support efforts to oust Castro's government. An unsuccessful operation that reshaped U.S.-Cuban relations and cast a very long shadow over American intelligence. Yet, Phillips's legacy does not rest solely on recognized Cold War intrigues. You see, controversy emerged when his name surfaced amid the swirling allegations around President John F. Kennedy's 1963 assassination. Cuban exile leader Antonio Veciana claimed to have seen Phillips, known as Maurice Bishop, meeting with Lee Harvey Oswald before the tragedy. Although the House Select Committee on Assassinations examined these accusations in the late 1970s, it found no conclusive evidence linking Phillips directly to Oswald or any conspiracy. Phillips, though, consistently denied such allegations, although those that saw him knew who he was and what he looked like. So then they just called them rumors and said the rumor continued to persist, and it fueled by the secrecy that defined much of the CIA's work and the enduring mysteries of the Kennedy assassination. So, retiring in 1975, Phillips devoted himself to reshaping public perceptions of intelligence. He founded the Association of Former Intelligence Officers, AFIO. Some say AFIO. Others say AFIO. And the whole goal was to defend the CIA's role and integrity. Supporters view him as a capable, loyal officer who navigated some of the toughest theaters of the Cold War, while critics emphasize the moral costs of covert interventions and the unresolved questions surrounding his name. His story encapsulates the fraught intersection of secrecy, power, and accountability in American history. To understand David Atlee Phillips is to grapple with a man and a moment in time when shadow conflicts and whispered alliances actually did influence nations, and where the truth often lurked between the lines of the official reports. These are Interesting Things with JC.